Hey, welcome, 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 and welcome again. Hey, you're on the new podcast. It's called The Buffer. I'm excited because I'm going to be able to talk to you freely. I don't have to sit there and look at scripts and all this. We're just going to sit there and have some words. We're going to talk about things that I think is near and dear to me. I'm going to have some points that we're going to bring out. We're going to have some things that we're going to talk about along the way because I want you to know that the buffer is the place between what you feel and what you choose to do next. We're going to sit back and we're going to look at how to address some of the things like, say, pressure. And I believe if you're here, the reason why you're here is because you're dealing with some type of pressure, either decision making, deadlines, expectation, or just some unwanted noise. Does any of this make sense to you? And it's not because you're weak or lost, it's because life doesn't slow down. That's right. So here in this space, the one reason that we created is just for that, to teach you how to slow down. Slow down these moments so that you can look at things and get some clarity in it. You know, a lot of times we find ourselves making decisions, irrational because of the pressure or the decision that comes about us. So I figure in this type of form, we could just talk. We could just have conversation. Just thinking like we could just share some things. Have you ever got to your place where you're pushing so much and you're trying to get everything done, and in your conversation or an email or quick response come out your mouth, you say yes too early when it should have been a no, or you say a no when you should have patience enough that maybe that would have brought a change to a yes? I mean, like, you put so much pressure on yourself because your pressure demands you to react or act so quickly that you don't take time to think this out. So the buffer is just that, just like what it is. We're in between those decisions. We're in between of trying to make sense. We're in the between of trying to see what is our right move or what is the right thing to do after we made a mistake. This is not motivation. This is not a motivation show. I think you got plenty of them out there. This is a show where we get there and talk about non-therapy things, non-hype things, and things that are not noisy. A pace of thinking. A place where we can get together and have short conversations about how to pause and how to separate the truth from urgency and how to respond intentionally instead of reactive. I think in most cases I'm seeing is that we're sitting up here trying to figure out how to deal with our life experience, but we're doing it under such an urgency that we don't have a time to catch ourselves. I know the old people say you got to catch your breath or catch yourself so that you'll be able to maneuver through your decision making. But because the life and the world is not slowing down for us, we feel like we need to rush into everything. We feel like we're in survival mode because everything is happening so fast. We get caught up in the shuffle and we lose ourselves. I mean, because we lose ourselves to making a decision that maybe if we slow down a little bit, we'll make a better decision. Like, we'll weigh all our options and look at things from a different lens. But that's what the buffer is going to bring about. Some of the episodes is going to challenge you. Some will slow you down just a little bit. And some of them are going to bring you a place to discomfort or uncomfortable. Because I believe you have to be uncomfortable to become comfortable. Well, that's design. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just trying to help you to see things clear, or maybe from a different lens. Just like you change your glasses, your prescription every 2 years or 4 years, or your contacts or whatever, because you want to be able to see clearer. And then, well, the same thing I think we should do here. The buffer is going to allow us to look at things from different lenses. And hopefully we'll learn how to protect your future. We'll help you how to bring clarity. Most people don't need advice. They just need a better judgment under pressure. That makes sense? Listen, I'm going to tell you that all the time. Sit up here and wiggle this. I'm going to have some laughing moments. I'm going to hopefully get some other visitors on here to speak about some of the things that they're going through. And if you stay here long enough, over time, you're going to see that there are patterns to this conversation as they unfold. There are going to be moments of slows. There are going to be noise that gets quieter. There's decisions that's going to become clear. We just need to figure out that this is nothing that you got to remember. It just keeps showing up. And I'm going to keep feeding you stuff that I think that the buffer should bring about. If this space does nothing else, it's going to help you to breathe breathe deeper in those difficult times. Think a little clearer and then come back. Each focus will deal with the pressures that you deal with. It could be pressure with your kids. It could be pressure how you view things. It could be pressure with you. Sometimes the pressures that we have is something deep within, that we'll make bigger than what it was. Just think, you can spend 5 to 12 minutes with me talking about one idea, one moment that really matters. Again, this is what the buffer's for. You're not here because you're in a rush. You're here because we're trying to define what is the next move. What is the next move? Well, your next move is to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you can be caught up on it, and get inspired to see the next video that comes about. This buffer is going to be here. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do, to buffer through some of the things of life. And we're going to deal with the pressures that come about it. It won't always be so laid out. It's going to be relaxed. I'm going to get on here and I'm going to say things that come across my mind like, I couldn't believe that happened. Or I may bring guests over here and we'll talk about how they deal with some of the topics that we will bring about. Speaking of topics, maybe you would like to talk about something. Go ahead and put a comment below or hit me up at james@onemovementllc.com and tell me about it. Tell me what you would like me to talk about, because I don't know everything, but it might be something near and dear to your heart that other people may want to hear too as well. Because remember, we're trying to deal with the pressures that cause us to move quicker than what we want to do. And I'm not talking about those that are procrastinating or those that are stagnating. I'm talking about people that really want to go forth and see things happen. If you're procrastinating and stagnating, I got the other YouTube, One Movement 5491, that talks about all that performance coaching and development is. But this is something up and personal. This is up me talking to you in hopes that I can educate you, enlighten you on slowing down, weighing your options, find out what the options are, and stop so quickly saying yes or saying no. Maybe sometime we just need to wait. I'm not comfortable with the word maybe. I don't know what that is. Is maybe because I don't want to make a decision? Or is maybe my slowdown time? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that in between me making a rational decision and a thought out decision. So maybe I need to focus on maybe. Something to think about. Hey, until I talk to you again, welcome to the buffer.